This morning on DC News Now, some in Maryland are waking up without heat.
What we've been doing is just really bunking in our room together.
How they're keeping warm for the holidays and what condo management says is the problem. Some wintry mix, including freezing rain, could make for a slick morning commute. Meteorologist Jackie Layer is tracking the latest timing and impacts. Tomorrow's Christmas and packages are still arriving. The warning from officials to help keep your packages safe. Then, a long-awaited report on House Representative Matt Gaetz, what the House Ethics Committee found. And a group of students getting ready for the National Robotics Competition. That story up next.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hey there, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for starting Christmas Eve with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosa Fakile. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Welcome to Christmas Eve. Miss Jackie Layer on the desk with me this morning. Christmas, we're less than an hour, 24 hours from Christmas and Hanukkah.
Yeah, but it already feels like Christmas.
It really does. It really does, especially because we've been tracking Santa as he makes his way around this morning. And as Santa moves around the world, we don't know what he's dealing with wherever he is. Here, though, we know what we're dealing with, and it's an icy start. Some places already seen precipitation. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, good reason why you're saying precipitation is because we're seeing multiple different types of precipitation at this point. The radar indicating some snow that could also be mixing in with some rain as well. So we're looking at a bit of a wintry mix, and then also some freezing rain. Hearing some reports of that over towards the Reston area at this point. So really tough to decipher what types of precipitation is going on with the radar. The radar does have a tough time with that at points. But yeah, right around the Reston area, you could be dealing with that freezing rain right now, although it's showing wintry mix. Over towards Ashburn, you're looking at a bit of that mix at times. And then over towards Germantown, did hear a report earlier of some sleet. So you're looking at a little bit of that snow, a little bit of that mix as well. So in terms of futurecast, through that morning commute time frame, I would say through at least 10 o'clock this morning, still have some wintry mix for some parts of the area right around the DMV. It could be right around the Beltway. Then we see that switch over to rain, mainly south of DC, for eventually that rain does subside. So we're looking at drier conditions later on this afternoon with highs back in the 40s. More details in that Christmas Day forecast coming up.
All right, Jackie, thank you. 7:02, take a look at your screen. This was the scene in Virginia yesterday. Virginia Department of Transportation treating the roads to make this morning commute a little less tricky. Like we said, this is in Northern Virginia. Crews also treating ramps and overpasses as well as the roads. And the icy roads and wintry mix could impact holiday travel through New Year's Day. AAA says 107 million people will be driving for the holidays. And they say weather conditions should have a minimal impact if you're hitting the roads today or tomorrow.
When it's not bad, they're calling for maybe a potential chance of ice, snow, but hopefully we'll get to the snow by the time we're going to Whitetail, go skiing for a day.
VDOT says if you can, try to delay traveling this morning. And with these frigid conditions across the DMV, Prince George's County Police is reminding you to make sure your car is winter ready. Before you travel, they say make sure your windshield wipers are in good condition and that you have enough wiper fluid. Check the thread on your tires and tire pressure. The cold weather can cause your tire pressure to drop. And also check your battery to make sure it's in good condition. And in case of emergencies, make sure you have a pair of gloves in your car. And this cold weather making it difficult for some. A Prince George's County condominium hasn't had heat in over a month. Management at Chelsea Wood Condos in Greenbelt says the heat went out because of broken pipes, and they're not sure when the problem will be fixed. Some families are using space heaters, but they say that's not a real solution. Those who live there tell us they've had to adjust how they sleep because of how cold it is.
I'm not sleeping in my bedroom because it's too cold.
What we've been doing is just really bunking in our room together.
A new management company will take over by the end of the year. DC News Now reached out to the current management company and the condo board president about the issue. We haven't heard back yet. 7:04 this holiday season, as more packages than normal arrive at your door, it's also a time we see more thieves stealing those packages from your doorsteps. DC News Now's Yamari Sase is live at a post office in Arlington where we can expect many packages to be heading out today. Yamari, what part of the DMV sees the most porch pirates?
Yeah, good morning. Well, just imagine, or even in reality, if you're like me, you actually purchased a lot of your gifts online, whether it's for a loved one or for yourself, you are expecting to see that package right in front of your door, especially after you got that notification. Well, here in the state of Virginia, a lot more residents around this area are actually seeing their packages being stolen. And according to the Action Network, Virginia is part of the top 10 worst states when it comes to porch pirates. Thieves are actually going to your door and stealing your packages. Now, here in Virginia, there is a 10% more likely chance that your package will be stolen from your front door. And they're actually a part of that top 10. They actually ranked number 8 within the country. Now, for Maryland, they actually ranked number 21, and there is a 6% chance of having your packages stolen by these porch pirates. Now, just over this year across the country, porch pirates have at least stole 48 million packages, which is about $12 million in value. So here's what you can do to avoid falling victim, especially during the holiday season. One, you want to make sure you schedule your shipments for when you're home. Install your doorbell camera, have neighbor pick up your package or even a loved one from in front of your home, and make sure you shop or pick up in store. Now, several departments across the country, especially here in the Arlington area, are warning people about this.
Around the holiday season, we're seeing a lot more packages being delivered. Individuals who are targeting packages for theft know that there's an increased amount of packages being out in our community. And so we're really encouraging the public to pick up their packages as quickly as possible. Again, these are often crimes of opportunity with suspects targeting packages left unattended. And so as soon as we can pick those up for taking them into your homes is our best prevention strategy.
Now, if your package is stolen from in front of your door, you are encouraged to contact police so they can do an investigation. For now, reporting in Arlington, Virginia, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
That's really good advice there, Yamari. Thank you. 7:06 to an unusual crime in Maryland. Police arrested thieves accused of stealing cooking oil from restaurants in Silver Spring. Police say it's called liquid gold on the black market, and they say it's repurposed for biodiesel and other uses, and there's an entire industry around it. Investigators say it's often an underreported crime, but it is happening more often.
Some people may not be reporting it because they think we don't care. But obviously we do, and so we would continue to urge that if they are a victim of a crime to report it.
Police arrested Michael Cardones Lopez and Patricio Cardones Molina. They face multiple charges and have been released on bond. 7:07, D.C. Fire rescued one person from a fire in Northwest D.C. early this morning. Crews worked to put out the flames on Ogden Street. The person rescued was rushed to the trauma center. There's no word on their condition. The cause of the fire is under investigation. And in Virginia, a car flips and bursts into flames, killing the driver. It happened Saturday on Lake Jackson Drive. Investigators say the car veered off the road, hit a pole, flipped over, and caught on fire. They believe speed was a factor in this crash. A heartbreaking story in the district. A construction worker is dead after a row house he was working on collapsed on him. This happened yesterday morning on V Street Northwest. Records show the building had a demolition permit. DC Fire confirming it was under renovation. DC Fire told DC News Now there were no apparent problems with utilities at the home at the time. The cause of the collapse is under investigation. And we have an update on a deadly shooting that happened this weekend in Prince George's County. Police have identified Jacquees Fryer as the man shot and killed in District Heights on Saturday. Prince George's County Police say Fryer died at the scene near Walker Mill Road. If you have any information about the shooting, you are asked to contact police. 7:08, there's a new plan to keep students in Northern Virginia safer and prevent students fighting. This comes after several fights at Alexandria City High School last week, which caused classes to be virtual for the last few days before winter break. The school is now working to update its safety protocols. DC News Now's Max Marcella has the latest on the new plan from the superintendent.
We will be continuing our practice of providing fair hearings to our students, but imposing severe consequence for those students who exhibit such behaviors.
Those severe consequences she talked about at last week's school board meeting is at the center of the plan. They could include students who commit violent acts being expelled or sent to an alternative educational setting. And as far as inside the school, a slew of changes. Extra security officers at ACHS, increased hall sweeps, elevated lunch supervision, and a review of current security protocols, including weapons detectors and cameras.
I was really sad to see such intolerable behavior from our students. It is not reflective of this community that I have come to know.
Now, at that school board meeting, we also heard from student representatives who shared their own concerns.
This is my personal opinion, but I think Zaina feels the same way. We don't feel safe at the school.
These protocols will go in place when students return to the classroom on January 6th. In Virginia, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue saving a dog after it fell into freezing waters. Take a look at your screen. It's so cold, you can see pieces of ice floating in the water. The rescue happened at about 6 p.m. yesterday in the Accotank Creek. Crews took the dog to a local vet for treatment. Thankfully, it is safe. Heads up, there will be some service changes in the district for Christmas and Hanukkah. DC Circulator will not be running tomorrow. There's no parking enforcement. Public libraries will close at 1 p.m. today and will be closed tomorrow for Christmas. Rec centers, community and aquatic centers will also be closed tomorrow as well. Hey, as you celebrate this holiday, stay safe out there, people, and you can get a free ride. WMATA is partnering with Miller Lite to offer free public transportation on New Year's Eve. You can ride metro trains or buses for free from December 31st at 8 p.m. That's New Year's Eve until 2 a.m. on New Year's Day. This could be a very happy holiday for a lucky winner. The Mega Millions jackpot is nearly $1 billion. The next drawing is tonight, and you have a chance of winning $944 million. This is the largest jackpot ever in December. Your time is 7-Eleven, a Hagerstown convenience store, making sure families don't go hungry this holiday. And the IRS could be sending you money soon. Why the agency is planning to send out unexpected cash to 1 million people. But first, we're going to head on outside with a live look this morning over the horizon. The sun coming up, looking very pretty, just Jackie. The weather, not so much.
Right. I mean, for now, we are dry over D.C., but those clouds are starting to thicken as some precipitation just to the north is sliding its way southward. And we're talking wintry precipitation, which is why a winter weather advisory is in effect until 1 p.m. this afternoon. So just make sure that you are taking it slow if you are traveling out there on this Tuesday morning. But it is Christmas Eve, and we do want to talk about where Santa is right now. Santa working his way over New Zealand, or at least about to work its way, or at least he's about to move over New Zealand in about 1 minute and 16 seconds. He has already delivered over 400 million gifts already. He is working much harder than we are this morning. It sure is. Yeah, we'll have the latest on weather and also that Santa tracker all morning long coming up right after the break.